Chris, otherwise known as the Conversion Crusader, and I come to you all the way from the Freedom Club, which is a dropshipping community that you can join if you want to. It's free to try, and inside of here is step-by-step instructions for how to build and launch your own brand. And these are just some of the results that our students have received over the past 12 months or more. We've literally had thousands and thousands of students from Australia to the UK to the US, and we are here to show you how to do dropshipping. We literally hold your hand every single step of the way. Anyway, I'm not paid to promote this school. I'm literally paid to teach. And so the students that you'll be hearing from today, that I'm going to invite into this call very shortly, are all Freedom Club members. And I do this on YouTube to show you guys all about Freedom Club, but also just to teach, because I'm here to share my knowledge and experience. I've been doing dropshipping for the past 8 years. I've made tens of millions of dollars in that time. I've made dozens of stores, both by myself and with partners. And if you find that if you've got a store yourself and you're on my call here today just to see what's going on, just to learn how other people are doing it, but you've already found a bit of success and you're looking for professional fulfillment, you can send me a message. So there's a link in the description of this video down below, w.app/Conversion Crusader. That will take you directly into my WhatsApp DMs. And from there, you can tell me what product you need, and I will bring this all across. I will set you up with a conversation with my supplier. This is my direct supplier who made me tens of millions of dollars, and we can set you up there. So if that's what you need, let me know. In the meantime, let's go invite these students in and get started. Give everybody a couple of minutes to jump on in. Yomo! The weather in Melbourne is wild. Is it? What is it? Cold? Weather up here in Queensland, it's pretty stable. It's pretty warm. It's pretty nice, actually. I love winter in Melbourne. All right, Freedom Clubbers. Let's see who's in. We got Nikki, Tess. What I might do as well is just give everybody a link to this in the Freedom Club if they can't join or chat. Oh, Rhonda. You want something from the beauty and health niche? And Lola, feedback for your website. This isn't the sort of call where I do feedback. That's in my next call. Let me just put this up for everybody. If you can't join, chat, here is the YouTube. Okay. Cold and super windy in Melbourne. I don't miss that weather. Excuse me, I don't miss that weather at all. I lived in Melbourne for a long time. Hello, Nikki. Hello, Tess. Hello, Rhonda. Hello, Helen. Welcome to the stream. Just getting myself organized here for the night. Sorry I'm about a few minutes late. I was back to back today. I had to shovel in some dinner and then come and stream. All right. Now what are we doing? We're looking for products. So Rhonda, you want a $100 product. Something we can sell as a subscription. And you're selling the eye mask. Okay, let's take a look at some of these. Why don't we take a look? Damon, my sound is perfect tonight. Well, you can't see. Maybe you can, but this is a brand new Shure microphone. This is the one that everyone said to get. This is apparently the best microphone for podcasting that you can possibly get. And just for you guys, I went and upgraded. All right, Sleek. Using what I can only assume is a what do we call it? Shrine theme. Pink peptide serum. Salmon DNA. It's pretty cool. Not sure how I feel about putting salmon DNA on my skin. I guess it's not that much different. It's just the way they word that. It sounds weird. Nikki, you're in the process of researching products, but in the meantime, should you be watching the videos? It says one of the videos has not to proceed unless you have given a product. This is probably the most important part of running a store, is figuring out which product to sell. I myself am in that situation right now where my partner and I, my business partner and I, we were trying to figure out, we want to get into fashion. We want to get into women's fashion, and we're just trying to figure out what product we want to sell. We've gone around in circles. We've actually decided to develop a product from scratch, hire a designer to make it for us, and go find ourselves a factory that can make it. It's been quite a process to even get this far, because we've been landing on these products and we couldn't agree, but we know we're not moving forward until we figure out the roadmap, until we know what we're doing. The second store that we're currently building, and we've pivoted away because we know that first, the fashion brand that we want to launch is going to take a little bit of time. We're going to need designers to work. So we put that to the side for now. It's parked while our little team goes and develops this product for us. In the meantime, we're switching to a red light store. And now we're doing the same thing again. We're trying to figure out which red light product to sell. We've landed on one, and I'm looking forward to getting up and running. So we're not working on the store until we've 100% committed that this is the product and the complementary products that we want to run with. This is so important. Now this one is pretty cool. So the only thing here is single for $40. I guess that's not too bad. It's not a great website though, because they're not telling me. Oh, it's double. I didn't see that. Okay, it is a good website. I'm just blind. That's all. Wow, that is an amazing video. I love how they've done that. They've done that using a what do they call that? It's a special type of block that you get in the shrine theme. It's like a 3D block, they call it. Sleek hidden. This is really cool, Rhonda. I think this would be a great product. Oops, sorry, I'm scrolling too fast. There it is. Pattern pink. There it is. $17. Nikki, can you still watch the videos in the meantime? If you want to, I don't see why not, but if I were you, I'd be focusing all of my effort into just choosing a product. I really would. I wouldn't bother looking at anything else until I've locked it in. Don't worry about how to connect a supplier. Choose your product first. Connecting the supplier is done, I think, if you're following the course, you'll probably be using, what's the dropshipping tool? Dropified? So that's actually pretty easy. You can do that in a couple of hours. The most important thing is to nail the product, which hopefully you'll get that nailed by the end of this call. We'll see. We'll see. We'll get to my product database shortly, once I've had a look at the rest of this message. Collagen powder. I would probably go, I don't like selling goods that you eat. I'm always worried about contamination. I don't have full control over the things you're going to put inside the body. I don't love it. I don't love the idea. If you are, well, look at this beautiful website. Jesus Christ, that's gorgeous. Wow. Oh my goodness. I wonder how it looks on mobile. That desktop experience is something else, isn't it? That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. I wouldn't sell collagen powders myself. I'm not interested in anything like that. The serums, absolutely. I think that would go perfectly with your products. Yeah, go sell some serums. All right, let's talk about the database. This is what I give to everybody here. My gift to you, this is my product database that I maintain. And you guys all get access to it. So pick a product from here. And Nikki, if this is your first product, probably go with something that's green. But if you see a white here product that you kind of like, go with that as well. If you see yellow and you're up for it, jump on a yellow one. Yellow means I love it. Yellow means it's something I would run or have run, will run, am running. I see massive potential in all the yellows. They're not 100% guaranteed winner, but they're usually pretty darn good. And pick something that you just feel aligned to and go with it, because how do you find what, Rhonda? I think I've talked too fast and I can't remember what I said to you. So I reckon statistically, I reckon 7 out of 10. Oh, I don't even have the, this is just a wild guess. Let's just say 7 out of 10 Freedom Club members will. Oh, I just put the link in the chat, Rhonda. Yeah, here's another link right here. I reckon 7 out of 10 people launching their first store, they'll get sales. They'll get sales on their product, but they won't be profitable. I reckon 3 out of 10 people nail it on their first store. And quite often they don't realize why and how they've nailed it. So usually if you have major success in the first product you launch, usually it will run well for a while and then it will kind of taper out. And then you got to go back and learn the same stuff that everyone else has to learn. Now, everybody else who didn't have that much luck on their first product, they got to kind of learn how to get the conversion optimization going, how to get cheaper ads, how to get better offers and you know, much stronger conversions. And they're more hungry for it because the first product didn't work. Whenever I launch a store, I reckon 2 or 3, maybe 2 times out of 3, it's not a product that I can scale. And 1 time out of 3, it's a product that I can scale. I hope that gives you some kind of, and that's me. After all these years, I know full well launching a store and a product doesn't mean it's going to work. But I'm happy to keep testing, because when you do find a product, if it's a really good product like Homecraftology, been running this bad boy here for 8 years now, we're wildly profitable and it pays for my lifestyle. And this is just one of my stores. So I know the benefits of just continuing on and keep trying. All right, we're going to be using Winning Hunter for our searching tonight. There is a link in the description of my video in YouTube. It is an affiliate link. If you do want to click that and you do want to sign up to Winning Hunter, I do get a kickback from that. It's nothing major, but it buys me a coffee. You don't have to use Winning Hunter. You can use the Facebook ad library, or you can just use my streams and find products through the stream. We're going to be searching for ads that have been running for 20 days now. Of all of the filters that I've tested over the past, weeks, 20 days seems to be kind of the best leeway. I don't want ads that have just been launched yesterday, but I don't really want ads that have been live for months and months and everyone's on them. Rhonda, if you want to get hooked up to the supplier, yeah, I can do that. What I'm going to do is put a link in this chat right here now, Rhonda. And if you click that link, you'll jump into WhatsApp and you'll send me a text. I'll set you up the supplier then. How does my supplier manage returns? We don't do returns. In fact, in dropshipping, you rarely do returns. So even for Homecraftology, we're up to 150,000 sales or more, actually. I don't send returns back to China. That'd be silly. That'd be wasting the client's money or the customer's money. And so what I do is, if it's a fairly large purchase and there's not a problem with it, it's just that they change their mind or whatever, I usually deter them from seeking a refund. Maybe we give them some store credit, bit of a negotiation. But if they're adamant that they don't want it, in Australia they're allowed to send it back. Very few people do. Very, very, very few people do. What I do is I say, hey, just ship it back to my home address. And then once I've got the product back in my home address, I use it for marketing and I use it for, for pictures on my website and whatnot. Or I donate it to give it to groups of people who would really enjoy it and maybe give me a review, or we send it off to use for UGC. So all these different things we can do with returns, but we don't ship it back to China because the shipping cost would be like $20-30. It'd take a month. So I just, like I said, I just get them to ship it back to my home. Does that make sense? Nikki, when I personally find a product I want to create a store for, how do I get what I need to active? Okay, I think I get what you're saying here. How do I go about it? So good question, because I'm currently doing that right now. First thing I do is I buy a domain name. Something clever. You'd probably laugh at the amount of domains that I own. I probably have about 50 domains for 50 different ideas. I don't get them all up and running. Sometimes I have this great idea and I'm like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make this store. I'm going to sell this product. And then sometimes I find something better and I've still got the domain name for future use. And then that's cool. I ended up using an old domain that I have for my next project, actually, that's coming out. So I go buy a domain. I set up my email for that domain. I then go and choose my products and I order my products in. I like to put, like, Austin doesn't teach you guys this. I get it, because we like to teach you, you know what? Let me talk to you guys face to face for a minute, just for a minute. Might make it easier. Austin doesn't teach this bit because he wants to get you up and running as fast as possible with as fewer roadblocks as possible. But what I like to do is order my products from an eBay supplier, and just to gauge whether or not they could be a supplier. Usually I'll supply directly from China, but depending on the product, sometimes I can only get it in Australia. Sometimes. And for example, I'm starting a snoring store. I ordered my snoring products from eBay. That was a week ago. They haven't arrived yet because who would have thought the eBay supplier is bloody drop shipping? Amazing. Even though they said they were from Sydney, it's taken 2.5 weeks to get here. So they're just drop shipping from China, which tells me I should probably do the same thing. Once the product comes in here, I can then use that for photos, or I can use it for videos. I can also get an understanding for the quality of the products. And I really enjoy doing that because I don't want to sell products that suck. I want products that are cheap, but have a perceived higher value. That's what I'm looking for. So once I'm happy with the product and I've got it in my hands and I'm looking at it and I've decided I want to sell it, then it's time to engage my team. I've got a team that does all of my images for me. So we get product images done, we get videos done, and we get our first set of ads done. And I get them working on it. It takes about 5 days to get my images back and my video back. And in that time, that's where I'll go start building the website. My first step for me personally, and this is a good tip for, I guess, all of you, if you're in Australia, go and start a brand new ABN. And the reason why you should start a new ABN is because in Australia, I think it's $80,000. It could be $70,000, but you don't have to take GST when you're under that amount. And for me, having many different brands, if I use the same ABN on all of them, I'd have to charge GST straight up for every single brand. So I break it up, make a new ABN, make a new business name, whatever it's going to be. It doesn't have to be the same business name as the store that I'm using, because you can trade as a store name. So Homecraftology is the brand. That's the store name. The business that owns it is called Ever So Good Web Services. So don't ask me why I chose that. I just did. And so I go make a new ABN. Then I go set up my Shopify, and I do that so I can set up all my Shopify payments under the correct ABN, so I don't have to charge GST for this particular business until it makes 80 grand in sales within 12 months. And that really helps, I think. So I've done my Shopify payments. I've signed up for my PayPal. Now it's time to start building the store out. And now I'll go and build my templates out and go and start building my emails out. By the time I've done that, my images are good to go for my image team, and I'm launching. And I do it that quick. I usually have so many mistakes when I launch because I'm literally building this thing and patching up problems by the time my ads are already starting to bring traffic in. That's my personal approach. And I do that because if I don't, then I'm always going to have a reason not to launch. I'm the sort of person who, if I don't get this done straight away, it'll never get done. Don't know how many of you are out there, but if that's you, I suggest don't pay attention to the roadblocks. Pay attention just to momentum. I don't mind. Like even though I earn a lot of money from this, when I launch a new store, I'm actually literally spending $20 a day on the ads for the first couple of days. I'm fully expecting there's going to be something broken, and I'm watching my traffic come in. I'm watching what they're doing, and I'm fixing things as I see them as I go. Otherwise, I'm just going to be sitting here. I'm going to be looking for all the things I did wrong. I'm going to be trying to patch them up. And then after a couple of weeks, my focus on this is just going to fizzle out. I'm going to be like, I'm never going to launch it. Screw that. I'm more in Let's get this shit done. Excuse my French. Let's get this stuff done. Let's move along. So for your first store, should you use your personal ABN? That's what, yeah. If you have an ABN already, use it. But if you have an ABN that you've already used for another business, and that business has had turnover nearing $80,000, be warned, you will have to apply for GST. And that'll be an extra 10% that people have to pay. So only do that if you have an ABN under your personal name that you haven't used before. Swerpo, how do I check a store's estimated sales? I don't ever bother with that shit. Ever. Because every bit of data that I've seen for my stores is completely wrong. So I never trust any of those crappy sales data estimations for any websites whatsoever. Not interested. Not interested. You can get enough information just looking at how they manage their Facebook account to get an understanding of whether or not you should dip your toe in the... Actually, that is dipping your toe in the water, but getting an understanding of, are they doing okay? You can tell. You can tell. What I prefer to do is to choose my niche, choose my product, get in there quick, and get a feel for the actual demand as I'm doing it. I've tested about 10 to 15 different products this year alone. Some of them that I've seen other students testing, just so I can get in, get a feel, and understand the market, understand the demand, and then decide if I want to stay in that market. That's what I do. I don't trust any other data but the ones I can produce myself. Joshi, do I send photos of my product team or just... So yeah, I give them the photos that I've created. I give them the photos from my competitors. I give them all the videos from my competitors. They go and make fresh stuff using AI. They're pretty amazing. And you can order those through the Freedom Club too. The packages are really good. You want GIF files as well, like animations to put on your landing page and spruce them up, make them exciting, make them dynamic. All right. Have I seen students succeed in the skincare? I have, Rhonda. I have. In fact, that same product that you struggle with, I have another student who is killing it. The problem with, and no offense, Rhonda, whatsoever, please don't be offended. The problem that I see with you is even though I've told you what to do a few times, we haven't quite landed the landing page yet. Look at the competition that's selling these, and actually, to be fair, no. That same gold patch, we had another student selling them and doing really, really well. I think, but my memory is not what it used to be. Maybe it was a different under the eye thing. Rhonda, what was your URL? One sec. Yours is Clear Tuesdays. Is that the one? 1 second. 1 second. Oh yeah, now your landing page is looking nice. It took a long time to get there. And now it's looking lovely. I stand corrected. Now, there was another student selling the same product that you're selling, and they did really, really, really well from the start. From the start, there were some fundamental things that we were missing on your page. It's still, it's better than it was, but it's not like your competition. We don't have that clean aesthetic that we're looking for yet. The beauty industry, it doesn't have to be hard, but the websites have to look so clean for this to work, because it's all about trust. If your ads are getting clicks, but you're not getting sales, it's nearly always going to be your offer is not compelling enough or your website doesn't generate enough trust. All right, let's go find some products. Let's go find some skincare products. Pete, can you put on hold the Shopify store? You've been getting monthly payments, but you haven't launched yet. What you said before definitely rings true about stopping around and worrying about too many errors. Yeah, you can put a Shopify store on hold. You can go and do that by talking to them. I think you have to do that, or you can go and do it in your billing settings. And you can't access it once it's on hold, though. I do have, look, to be fair with you, I've got a couple of stores on hold. Stores that were launched, we tested out, didn't feel the product that we were selling, just put them on pause. I think I pay $1 a month for them. I might come back to them in the future. I got like 3 or 4 of those. But that's exactly why I like to work fast and just keep grinding that store out day by day. I focus one store at a time. So if like Homecraft is on autopilot, I don't do anything for that other than write the emails once a week and check my ads. On my other stores, like I can't build a new store unless I'm ready to focus on that one. And I will get it up and running and launch it as quickly as possible. All right, so we're looking for products. We've got our country selected. We've got days, 20 days. Let's just do a search again just to make sure we're gonna get the right filters applying. Joshil, sorry, you've been using AI for creating photos, which have been impressive, but you're sure they're not the same caliber? Yeah, I mean, AI is great. I prefer to still use a human who uses AI. And when I show him what we want, he can take someone else's product image and make it into something completely new and fresh. And I love that. I could do it too, but he's got a flair for what design works. So it's not just using AI to generate the image. It's using AI to generate the image and then using design to make that image look really good. Okay. Hair regrowth from Keshash. Let's take a look. Interesting website. The first app that regrows your hair. Why are we using an app? No, we're not here to sell apps anyway. Foam Masters.
And it is not always quiet. You probably also know that I don't like to gatekeep products, and this that I'm about to share with you is something I wish I bought.
She's AI, by the way.
These?
No, she's not. I must be wrong. She looked like AI for a second.
Canceling memory foam ear tip replacements for your AirPods that mold to your ear. I have them on right now, and when I tell you guys that I can't hear a singular thing, and they do not fall out, not kidding. These
Okay.
are a game changer. I wear them to work.
Memory foam ear plugs. So I've had these for years. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Ad last seen a year ago. Let's just check out. Why are these all terrible? My last seen dates are terrible for these. This is not working. Sort by last seen. Let's go. So we're looking for ads that have been running, but we're looking for ads that have literally been seen on the newsfeed lately. Not a year ago, not a month ago. I want ads that have been running a while, but we've seen them like today or yesterday. Gel nails. That's cool and all, but I don't feel very confident about the name of this page. Reliability-O. Yuck. They're probably making money, but I dare say this ad account is going to be a sailor's breakfast. Yep, just lots and lots of random stuff. We got gel nails. We've got... This is a $2 store, basically. We're not interested in $2 stores. They do their thing, we do our thing. We're looking for e-commerce brands dedicated to a product. And gel nails are on my list. They are a good product, but you need to build a whole store dedicated to them. We've got, this is a scam. This is Jewelry Club. Stay away. I know it says Memorable Presents as their page name, but look carefully here. It says jewelryclubvip.co. This is a known scam. These guys are selling products for $1, and it's awful that they're allowed to do this. It is what it is. They're not. These guys are not selling this for $1. They're hiding a subscription. It's disgusting, and they are absolute scammers. Belly Hatter. This is hat makers. Okay, yeah, interesting. Car tablets. We've had these on the list. They are good products to sell. They sell well. The bed rotting cure. Bed rotting cure. Same wake up time. Reddit. Okay, that's a book review. Again, we've got the hormones. They're scammers.
2 years. That's waistline tights to be designed for black and brown girls. How? I'm in shock. How do these look exactly
Okay, we've
like
got
real sheer tights?
sheer tights. I wouldn't recommend selling fashion items. That is a problem-solving thing. That is pretty good though. I'm tempted. I want to have a look. I want to see how these ads are doing. And Osama likes this. Olivia tights. Oh, nice landing page. It's a shrine theme. Pretty good, mate. How you been doing? It's a shrine theme, but they've done it well. They've done it really well. Look how clean this looks. And thing is, clean is difficult. Very, very, very difficult. Pick a skin tone. Okay. So they've got tights that look like leggings based on your skin tone. I like that. Translucent beauty for the cold season. No, they don't have any capitals in their wording. Oh man, that is good copy. Slimming, shaping, supporting. Ladies in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong. If you buy these, are these one size fits most? Sit, dance, run. They stretch without showing any skin. All day comfort. It's pretty good. I would consider selling something like this. All right, let's take a look at their ads. Look for shapewear. Been doing great with the collection. So one of my students did shapewear. It was very, very, very difficult. He was able, I think, to nearly break even, but wasn't able to scale. Maybe that's just Australia. Maybe it's different in other markets. Where do you sell, Osama? And his website did look good. So we've got ads that have been running since May 20. They're hardly changing their ads, and they've got lots of them. Holy crap. Yeah, this is going the list. Leggings. Oh, no, sheer leggings. This is green. I mean, you'd be surprised if it's one side. Let's just check that. This is something I would sell. I'm making this one gold, by the way. All right, let's have a look at the sizing again. So, oh, they do have sizing. Okay, that's the only thing that would put me off. You're selling in Germany? Okay, maybe just the Australian market wasn't good for shapewear. Maybe that's what it is. So these are 71 bucks. I reckon we could probably buy these for, I reckon these are like $12, honestly. And at $12, can I afford to send someone a different size? Probably. I might. You could do a deal where you will only, if someone buys more than one at a time, you'll only refund or replace one of the items. That's the wrong size. That's one option. I really like this. Okay, moving on.
Tights on the outside.
Perfume again. Perfume again.
Right, everyone, what's up? So I want to show you this. I'm currently in Paris living my best life.
Making money.
Our CEO is going
Best categories for American New York City market.
33% off before US tariff.
That's a tough question. Best categories for New York City. I don't know. New York City, probably fashion. I reckon for New York.
Tariffs kick in. Let's keep it real. US tariffs are.
You don't tend to return shapewear. Yeah, but you will get return requests. You will, and you have to return them in Australia, because in Australia there's a law. If it's a wrong size, if someone's bought a medium and you send them the Chinese medium, well, that's not a medium. They have a right to replace that, and you've got to be able to fund that in Australia.
coming, and we're getting hit hard.
You just don't fund. You don't replace it if it's worn.
Pricing will have to go up by at least 20%.
Spotminder's tracking card. No idea what that is. Fashion.
This pink tote is an absolute
Ooh.
dream, and everyone's obsessed. No more boring bags. Norday's Sienna tote is made for the girls who are always on the move but want to look effortlessly cute with quick
That's a great ad.
access.
One sec, guys. Let's have a look at the Facebook ads for this one. Okay. So we've got ads from June 22nd. So they're actively testing new ones. That's great. That's what we want to see. These ones have been running for about a week. Phone crossbody bag. I've seen this one on eBay. I've seen that exact one on
I
eBay.
don't really have time to be filming this right now, but this will.
I like this, by the way. I like this brand. Then that's the tote that's been running since June 7th. And then we got ads. Oh man, all the way back. They're selling in different markets too. They're selling to Japan. That's cool. I like it. I like it. Let's check out the landing page. Oh, I actually love this. This is like a what do you call it? They got this beautiful landing page here. Quality, style, organization. So they're pre-selling it for you. That's amazing. I'm gonna pop this in the list right now. Tote bag. The best sales month I've ever had. The best sale month that I've ever had was for Home Craftology, which is my flagship store. This one here where we sell crafting kits. Through COVID, we were having $20,000 days. So $20,000 times $20,000 times 30, 600,000 in a month. That was my best month. Let me tell you, my missus and I, we were online shopping every day during COVID. That was a crazy time. Okay, so then we go to the landing page, which is here. Wow, gorgeous images. Fantastic. All right. Okay, I want to put a yellow one on this one too. Because literally, thanks my friend, literally with this tote bag, I have a brand that I was working on this past week that we were going to be launching, and we were looking for the right bag. I think that's kind of it. I think this is great. And I'm pretty sure I've seen this on Alibaba. So there's vendors out there already making this. You're struggling with college. I used to live in New York City. I used to live in Midtown. I used to love that place. I don't think Trump would let me back in now, though.
Most of us have one of these in the house, in the garage. You know, most homeowners.
It's crazy per day. It can happen. We did about, so 20K per day was my maximum, and it was only my maximum because our supplier, Bron, he couldn't do more than 20K per day at the time because there was some shortages on the things we needed thanks to COVID. So that was putting like that was minimizing my ad spend, getting 20K per day. In hindsight, we caught up so quick. In hindsight, if I could do it all again, if we could have COVID again, I would have just let my ads run for the maximum amount that I could, and we would have probably made 100K per day, and there would have been people saying, "Where's my order?" But we would have got through it. In hindsight.
Finally ditched goopy curl creams thanks to the internet's beloved wave spray, and it's on
Bounce hair.
sale this Memorial Day.
Bounce is the top-rated hair care brand for waves right now, and they've unleashed a phenomenal deal on their viral wave definition spray this Black Friday.
A bio-wave definition spray. We gotta check this out. Wave activator spray. Oh, it's 24 bucks. It's 24 bucks. I don't know. Just give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so this price point here, I know it's probably going to be about $35 to $40 Australian. The problem with this price point is the profitability. Now, these guys could be a very well-known brand. They probably have their products in store, and they're probably not looking for online sales as their primary means of making money. You'll find that's the case with some brands, and usually they'll have investors, either private investors or public investors, and because of that, they have a lot of money. They can spend a lot of money on ads, and they're looking to buy customers, not necessarily looking to be profitable in their first year or so. The rest of us, we need to be profitable, or we're screwed. So these guys can probably afford to sell a cheaper product at a loss, as a loss leader, knowing that people will come back and buy more of these. I wouldn't recommend doing that for any of us, because it gets very difficult then to make money in the long term. Now, at $24.99, I can tell you from experience, we're probably going to be talking 24, 25 to maybe even up to 60, 70 bucks to get a conversion on Facebook. I know that sounds like a lot, but depending on your ads, depending on your product, you can be spending up to 50 to 80 bucks to get a purchase. Depends on the cost. I mean, if this is a low cost, you'd still be spending $20 to $30 minimum for a purchase on Facebook. So if that's the minimum, it means you're going to be losing $5 to $10 every single order you make, unless someone buys 2 bottles, which is only $34. So there isn't much profit there. Even 3 bottles is only $44. There isn't much profit there at all. Says here, is that Australian? Can't tell. I don't think it is. So I'm not going to add this. I don't think it won't be profitable for us. Okay, man, those pheromone ones are going crazy. All right, here's another pheromone one. Intimate details, bounce hair.
This will make you stop.
Oh, come on, that's not gonna make me stop snoring. Why did you just stop there? God damn, that's an awful ad. Why would they do that too? I feel like I'm scarred. It's for a snoring product. Why would you put that on a snoring website? Jesus Christ. Oh, where's the product? Check availability. This is a product I'm going to actually be testing out pretty soon. It's in the mail. It should be arriving pretty soon. And we'll give it a test and see how it performs. This is in the list. If you did want to go snoring products, it's in the list.
Does every bath time feel like a battle with your cat? Scratches and flying fur. Not just a cleaning challenge, but a real ordeal. Accumulated hairballs can cause severe distress for cats, potentially leading to serious digestive issues, even life-threatening. But now, with the pet
we know this product.
All that is about to change.
But students make a ton of money selling this one.
Spray technology to gently and effectively remove loose hair.
Pretty decent ad. Let's check out the library. Celery Pets. 19th of June. They're scaling. These guys are scaling. They're doing a lot of testing. A lot of testing. With a lot of ads. This one's been running since January 10. Terrible website, terrible price point, but guys, you don't need to. You can sell this for more than $24, and you should definitely try and sell 2s and put in a deal for 2, and make it a cat bundle of some sort. I'm popping the list. Cat. What do you call these things? A cat comb. Probably a green product. I would think that's a very easy one to sell. Okay. More pheromone products. Sluggish and bloated. This is your ticket to a trimmer waistline. Is it food?
Last year, I spent so much money on all those hyped up bloating supplements. Friday deals, influencer phase, array, London.
Hey Rhonda, I can. Click this link, send me a message on WhatsApp, and I will make a chat with you and the supplier. So what are we selling here? Oh, a gut powder. I'm gonna skip that one. Black stuff soap. All right, let's have a look at soap. We're selling bundles. These look really cool. Free soap. I don't want free soap. I take it that this is their best selling product. The Clean Crake Bundle. Terrible website. This is just disgusting. Doesn't tell me anything about the soap itself, but it does look like they make it from home or from their own like laboratory. Ah, selling soap. Let's take a look at the ads. June 14, May 20th. April, March, damn. So, I never thought of selling soap. The trick here, it looks like, is making something that seems different. Can't just sell soap. It's got to be what makes this soap amazing. And just calling it the black stuff. There's very little information about like what's in. Oh, there we go. Is that it? What makes this soap so good? Natural handmade Irish soap. Well, it's in the list if you guys want to sell some soap. All right, just a couple more minutes left. Let's see if we can find another winner.
I fucked up so fucking bad.
How can you have swear words in a Facebook ad?
HR just for a fucking raise.
Bro.
Jesus Christ. Turn your smartphone into a clinical photography powerhouse. Actually, that's interesting. That's very interesting for multiple reasons. Okay. Let's break this down. What these guys have done here, they've taken a pre-existing product, a handheld phone holder with two LED lights in front of it, and they've positioned it to dentists to take dental shots. That's very, very, very clever. If you can take a product and find a new use for it, oh my god, you can. It's a gold mine if you're the first one to think of that. And I haven't seen these before. These are really cool. They could be good for influencers. They could be good for people who take photos of small things. Maybe they're good for like they could be good for jewelers who want to take really good close-up photos of jewelry. Megium, you found out that most eBay suppliers sell your product with non-Australian plugs that require an adapter. So you've paused your ads now. Another hair curler you found comes with US plugs. How do I usually handle non-Australian plugs? I don't. I usually go to my supplier. If you've already had a few sales, come over to my supplier. The link's just above Rhonda's link there. Come and have a chat with me. We'll talk to the supplier. Now, if our supplier can't find a factory that makes your product with the right plugs, maybe we can include a converter, and he can go and actually have that as part of the package. All right, so I'm going to put this here. This is, I'm going to say dental, but I'm also going to say phone light thing. It's hard to describe. Let's take a look at the ads. They've been running these for a while, but I think this product has potential for more uses than just taking photos of teeth. Okay.
And it's there, just filled it.
How many current shops do I have live? Right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 live. I just shut down 2 stores like 2 weeks ago, actually, that I've been running for a while, but just wasn't feeling it anymore. So I got 5 current ones. I've got a couple that I manage for clients. Actually, got more than a couple that I manage for clients, and because I run an agency as well, and building 2 new ones right now. What's this 3D print bundle? Nah.
So what did you put in this product? My hair.
Lips that last for hours. Looks like she's been like eating blood. What? I don't understand. You peel it off, then what?
So good. It's the shade Pinked, and Pinked and Nude quite literally sell out all the time. So if either of them are in stock, grab them. They're doing a sale. I know this looks crazy. We're gonna let it dry. You know when it's dry because it feels literally so satisfying.
Interesting. Then what, you fill the top end, do you?
So there's no harsh lines.
All right. Let's check out your ads. June 23. So they're testing new ads today. There've been ads running for the last 3 weeks. Okay, another cool product. So lip tattoo, the lip stain. I think you called it, Runda. Pretty nice. Looks like a pretty easy product too. They're using the shrine theme. Nothing special here, nothing special at all. Yes, it's clean. It's very, very clean. Look at how they're doing their photos, Runda. Just simple white text, nice big close-ups. It's harder to make a clean store with less in it than it is to make any other type of store, right? I understand. I know it's difficult. All right, we're going to pop these in here. That's a cool product. That's a green one from my perspective. All right, guys, that wraps up everything today. I've got another stream coming up in just a couple of minutes if you guys are interested in the advanced class, where we're going to go look at advanced problems that I can hopefully help you guys with. That'll be coming up in about 2 minutes in the Freedom Club. And if you're not at that level to access that one, don't fret. You can watch it on my YouTube if you want. I'm currently in the process of recording a new series on YouTube, which will be coming out at some point if I ever get it finished. And you can only get access to that if you come onto my YouTube and actually subscribe. I'll be back in 2 minutes, guys, and I will see you in the masterclass.